Barcelona took 40 shots versus Mallorca. No team has attempted more in the La Liga match in the last 15 years. This was absolute madness, and despite all that, only one goal. Still, we accomplished all our main objectives, gave rest to key players and secured the 3 points. But the most important thing, we are now 7 points clear of Madrid, ahead of their tough away match with Getafe. Another important step in the title race. Culés, congrats! Hansi Flick's team delivered another masterclass, and we're here to break it down for you and highlight everything you might have missed. Let's go! With a tight and intense schedule ahead, the coaching staff opted for rotation, and what a brilliant decision that was. Before the match, Hansi Flick addressed ANSU FATI and Hector Ford's frustration with the lack of minutes. I understand they're upset, but I don't understand their reaction. I want to see the right reaction on the pitch when they get the chance, not after a game we won. At the same time, Flick and his staff decided to channel their aggression into action, handing them starts against Mallorca just before the Copa del Rey final. I decided that ANSU and Hector Ford were starting right after the Celta match. And that was the first big call. Flick could have punished them, but instead simply said, "Prove your worth on the pitch. Here's your chance." A masterstroke in man management. Barca used this match to rotate and did so with flying colors. Eric replaced Koundé at right back, his 3rd position this season, and again, he delivered with a high-class performance. For Jules, it was a much-needed break after an incredible 70 consecutive matches for club and country, a crazy run by the defender. Araujo gave Cubarsí a rest, while Ford showed he's a real alternative on the left, potentially pushing Gerard Martin to the bench for the Copa final after his recent struggles. The midfield trio of Gavi, Pedri, Olmo allowed Frankie to recharge. On the wings, Lamine and Ansu started. Great news for Rafinha, who's already clocked over 50 matches this season. With Lewandowski out injured, Ferran naturally led the line. This meant a very experimental left flank, the rebel duo of Hector Ford and Ansu Fati. And it was them who started Barca's first big chance. Ansu to Ferran, Ferran to Lamine, Lamine tried to find Olmo. Mallorca responded with a quick counter, but Szczesny was there to save the day again. Barca had to break through a deep and aggressive 5-4-1 defensive block. But they kept finding ways, so effectively that Mallorca's keeper Leo Roman ended the match with a record-breaking 12 saves. In the 8th minute, Eric opened up the right flank with a great ball to Lamine, who passed to Olmo, then Ferran. His shot was blocked. Moments later, Gavi and Pedri created a great chance for Ferran. Roman saved again, and then denied Lamine on the rebound, a double save. Pedro's vision, what a beauty. And we move on. In the 18th minute, Szczesny once again covered for the defense after Barca's backline was broken through on the flanks. In this episode, the offside trap was ruined by Gavi, who was late stepping out of defense. Minute 26 brought another big chance. Pedri to Lamine, a Trivela pass to Olmo, but Roman was heroic again. The chemistry between Lamine and Dani is brilliant. Lamine read Olmo's run perfectly. Ford and Pedri tore apart Mallorca's right flank, triggering chaos in the opposition's defense, and it all led to a pass from Ansu to Gavi where shots struck the post. The streak of bad luck continued to follow the team. Unbelievable misfortune. At that moment, every Mallorca player was inside the box. The pressure from Barca was relentless. Next attack. Lamine and Ansu played a short corner, the cross came in, Roman saved it. Araujo's finish lacked precision. Somehow it was still 0-0. At 31st minute, Pedri destroyed the defense with a pass to Eric. Roman saved again, and Olmo's shot went wide. What awareness from Pedri, pure world class. 10 minutes later, Olmo, Ansu and Lamine created more chaos. That ended by 3 consecutive shots in one attack. Pedri, Lamine, Ford, but the ball just wouldn't go in. Roma's reaction said it all. It was absolute madness. In the 44th minute, Barca conceded, but the offside trap saved them, led by a brilliant intervention from Hector Ford. What a defensive play, 0-0 at halftime. Barca had 24 shots in the first half, the most by any La Liga team in a half without scoring since 2003-2004. It happened for the first time in 21 years. Ansu had 3 chances, one over the bar from the left, then a great 1-2 combination with Pedri, but the shot went wide. Early in the second half, another attempt from distance, saved by Roman again. It was a very promising display from our number 10. Ansu was sharp and aggressive, exactly what the team needed. Another attacking threat. The goals will come, but ANSU Fati's comeback was impressive. ANSU Fati with 3 key passes in the first half. He's cooking. The hunger, the vision, the confidence. His redemption arc is on. It's hard to believe he couldn't have more playing time at Barcelona, wrote one fan. And it's hard to disagree. The second half started with a goal, a positional attack. Eric found Olmo and Dani once again showed why his signing was vital. In tight space, he created the moment and finished brilliantly. 1-0. The tension at Montjuic finally eased. Dani Olmo against low blocks is a cheat code, crucial for our treble hopes. Already 10 goals and 6 assists in just 1,505 minutes this season. 1 goal involvement every 94 minutes. Outstanding. On the 52nd minute, Lamine curled a shot toward the top corner. 3 minutes later, a huge scare. A few centimeters saved us from conceding. The game settled until Pedri delivered a genius through ball to Lamine, 1-on-1. This is the moment that showed Lamine still needs to work on his finishing in simple chances. He loves scoring screamers, but 1 versus 1s must be improved. Do you agree? In the 84th minute, almost a goal from the subs, Firmin to Pau Victor, Roman saved again. And in the final moments, triangle play, Rafinha, Victor, Firmin. Surely we should have scored more. It was total domination from Barcelona. Mallorca had only 22% of possession. Barca had an XG of 3.41 and somehow only scored once. A miracle for the visitors. Culés, make sure to check out our Barca app. It's the one I personally use. You'll get all the latest news, detailed match stats, and now a brand new feature, player market values and salaries, just a few taps away. Links in the pinned comment and the video description. And if you love this performance, especially from Pedri, who was pure magic going forward and made 18 ball recoveries, smash that like button. Performances like this remind us why Pedri is in the Ballon d'Or conversation. There may never be another Xavi or Iniesta, but Pedri brings both worlds together to make the nostalgia hit even harder. The match against Mallorca offered a glimpse of what this Barcelona side can look like when its key players hit top form. Not just a team, but a force. A side that doesn't just play but pushes forward with intent, creating wave after wave of chances, while the opponent struggles to respond. ANSU Fati and Lamine Yamal started together for the first time, a symbolic moment. ANSU once represented the promise of a new era. Back in 2020, cooler hopes rested on him, long before anyone knew the name Lamine Yamal. Now Yamal has become the embodiment of what once felt out of reach, and truthfully, he's something even more. Still, seeing them both on the pitch stirred something in the imagination. For a brief moment, it felt like nothing had changed since 2020 for ANSU, and that was a joy to witness. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel to dive deeper into everything happening around Barcelona. This was Culés channel. Thanks for watching. Now all eyes are on El Clásico in the Copa del Rey final. See you soon!